Reach into a carton of warm, crispy, golden, perfectly salted McDonald's world-famous fries.
Can you start the menu for this API?
I know, right? It's too much work.
Are you all eating fast food?
Yeah?
Y'all know that's bad for you, right?
What's
What's your problem?
This is such a big problem. These foods are part of most people's diets, and it used to be smoking that was the #1 killer. Now it's really shifted to being diet and ultra-processed foods.
I would say everything in moderation.
It's better than starving.
I don't think it's good quality food.
According to health.clevelandclinic.org, many fast food items are packed with sodium, which puts stress on our cardiovascular system, which over time it leads to high blood pressure, which becomes a major risk factor for heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. Do you want any of those to happen to you? On top of that, foods from these restaurants aren't always safe to eat at.
This is what Tiffany Jean-Marie took several bites of and swallowed.
I immediately jumped up. I turned on the kitchen light. When I saw the chicken raw, I instantly felt sick to my stomach.
Does raw food sound good to you? It shouldn't, because it can cause you to get sick, throw up, get food poisoning, go to the emergency room, and possibly die. Do you always know what goes on in the restaurant's kitchen? According to the GAO, too many cooks in the kitchen has led to a fragmented oversight, which in turn leads to inconsistency and problems. Fast food offers quick meals, but there's the hidden costs of poor nutrition, unsanitary kitchens, and long-term health risks.
Those are just some examples of how fast food impacts our health. But on top of that, fast food is a major environmental concern as well. May I ask what your personal opinion on fast food is?
It is negative.
For years, the world's top scientists have heeded the looming climate crisis. Our leading animal experts have warned against health violations and farming malpractice. All the while, we have watched with complacency.
When I first think about fast food, I just think about all the waste. It does bother me. I hate that there's so much waste involved with the packaging. And as a maybe CEO of the fast food industry, they can make decisions on more paper products, not styrofoam type products, something that can be composted and returned, recycled back to the environment.
Each year, the fast food industry produces 22 billion to 33 billion tons of waste. This is 28% of global food waste. According to the United States Agricultural Department, it is estimated that this waste contributes 170 million metric tons of CO2 emissions annually. As waste and emissions enter our environment, heat is trapped in our atmosphere, which contributes to rising sea levels and worsening conditions. Therefore, casual support of fast food aggravates global warming, ocean acidification, and further climate impacts, harming all of our futures and native habitats. Your actions are altering our world forever.
It's an industry. Meat production is an industry, and so the people who are producing the meat aren't concerned necessarily about the health of people, but the profit. And so all the animals, it takes space to raise the animals, it takes food, and usually we feed chickens and cows corn, which is not the native diet, and so it causes all kinds of stomach issues. And
key organizations like the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the FDA, and the Humane Farming Association have fought against genetically modifying farm animals, cruel living conditions, and abusive slaughter practices for years. According to these organizations, the demand for low-cost meat has normalized these inhumane practices, which take an intense toll on animals and land alike. Often, animals are crowded into small spaces on farms that produce enormous amounts of CO2 emissions and toxic runoff. This includes animal waste and chemicals used on the food that feed them, that inevitably infiltrates waterways and creates harmful algal blooms, or blooms that block out sunlight from marine ecosystems. When you consume fast food, you are playing with the future of our environment, our source of food and living space and life. Is it worth it?
That really makes me think about the environment. What about the money aspects?
So you're going to end up spending money that you might not have spent otherwise. But it doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. It might just mean that you need to kind of budget your money a little bit better and just be conscious of how much money you're actually spending.
Fast food is cheaper than groceries right now. That's crazy.
We've all heard that statement before. I eat fast food to save money. But when you think about the last meal you bought, how much did you actually spend? Was the combo meal really cheaper than a home-cooked dinner? Over the past decade, fast food chains have faced rising labor costs and relentless inflation, forcing them to hike their prices. Take McDonald's, for example. Once celebrated for its dollar menu, today, that same burger might cost nearly 5 times as much, and yet we still convince ourselves it's a more affordable choice. If we keep believing that fast food is the cheaper option, what happens next? People will stop cooking altogether, families will lose the tradition of shared meals, and health problems will skyrocket, all because of a myth built on convenience and clever marketing. The numbers don't lie. When you compare ingredient costs, a simple home-cooked meal often saves money in the long run. We owe it to ourselves and our wallets to make smarter choices. And imagine the pride in cooking a warm meal at home, knowing it's healthier, cheaper, and made with the care instead of grease and preservatives. We choose fast food for its speed, and its taste, and its convenience, and its familiarity, and its comfort, but never for its true value. So next time you say, I do it to save money, ask yourself, are you really saving anything at all?
Those are some really good facts about like how fast food is with money. I wonder how it is in other countries.
It kind of made me feel like I wasn't good enough, like, because of my size, like I wasn't worthy. After that, I stayed to myself or appeared to be happy and jolly when deep down inside, I was miserable. Food was definitely a defense mechanism.
Fast food is not something that can only be found in the U.S. In fact, there are hundreds of fast food chains that can't even be found in the U.S. Some are even quite popular, like Tim Hortons and Jollibee. And many foreign language teachers at Greenbrier High School can speak on this personally.
Second point. As a Spanish teacher who's had experience with international travel and international cultures, are you aware of any divide or difference in between American consumption of fast food and international consumption?
100%, yes. When I lived in Spain as an exchange student, I can probably count on one hand the number of times we ate fast food. Most of the food there was bought fresh and prepared each day for the family, and eating out would happen, but not at a fast food restaurant, more like cafes and local restaurants.
In general, the U.S. tends to have a lot greasier, fatty, and synthetic foods. This causes the obesity rates to skyrocket, and in reality, should not be normalized. Socially, people like to think that drawing attention to this fact is judgmental and cruel, that no one's faults should be pointed out in such a way. However, that's just not true. With the considered weight of obesity getting higher and higher, it normalizes unhealthy and miserable living conditions. There are countless instances of people who can't even get out of bed, see their family, go outside, and even live. And the cause of this is fast food. It's quick, it's cheap, it's everywhere.
I'm not gonna eat fast food anymore. It's obviously very bad.
It's obviously very bad for the environment and our health.
Yeah.
Those are just some examples of how.
Go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat fast food anymore.